Hello. So today's project, this is not a problem. This is the situation we had. We had the floor tiled throughout. We sort of run out of tiles, about 2 tiles left to do under there, which we couldn't do. So we decided to just put concrete in there because it's going to be covered over. So today's project is I'm going to put some sliding doors. Yeah, for 2 good reasons. One, to make it look less ugly, and 2, to stop this dog from keep going in there and eating pieces of concrete and dust, which is what she's eating now. So that's today's project. I won't do a long video about it, but that's the start, and then we'll do the process. Okay, so let's start. Oh, by the way, the only tools that I've got is a handsaw. I don't have any power tools, I left them all in the UK. But it doesn't matter, I use a handsaw, and I have a hand plane, and I have, we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's start making some sliding doors. So I've got the first part of the framing square and level. So something's not level there. What might do it may be this.
This level?
That's not level. They are level. That's not level. So this is not level. So now I've got a choice. Do I keep my frame level and square, or do I slightly offset it so it looks symmetrical to this profile here? I don't know. I'm guessing that the cosmetic surgery afterwards will help solve that problem. I always like to do my stuff square and level because the doors that are going on here are going to be square. They're sliding doors, so they can't be one measurement there and one measurement there, because when you try and slide them open, they just won't open. So I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can't see it from over there. You'll have to stand there and say that's not quite level, but I think I can live with that. Just out of interest.
See?
Well, it's slightly out of level, but whatever. A blind man riding past on a dead horse will not notice. Cut. Okay, so, not hot, is it? Second part of the frame is in, square in the corners, square on the uprights, level on the top rail, level on the bottom rail. So now, hopefully, the sliding doors should, when I get the sliding rails on, should slide nice and smoothly. This section here we're going to put some drawers, like two, what do you want, cutlery drawers, right?
Yep.
So 2 drawers here for cutlery. We have already, but it's nice to have them where your work surface is. And maybe maybe
A small cabinet.
a deep drawer, possibly for the frying pans, or
tins.
or tea towels, or tins of food down there. But that's going to be we're going to have sides on the sides here, so the drawer runners can fit on the insides. But I haven't got the plywood to do that today, so basically what I want to do is get the sliding doors on, and as you can see, this dog, complete pain in the arse, keeps wanting to eat pieces of wood. Look, unbelievable. So hopefully we can close this area off.
She's got my slipper now.
Yeah. So we can close this area off, keep her out, and keep our stuff nice and neat behind the sliding doors. I'm going to make the sliding doors out of plywood, and then we're going to paint them to whatever colour you want me to paint them. The suggestions in the box down below. And then that'll be the day's project out of the way, and maybe I can have a red horse later. Okay, so we'll just carry on. See you in a minute.
That's the runner, is it?
These are the right. These I picked up from a tile shop. I could not find for the life of me sliding door runners. So I got these. So the idea is the doors will fit inside there and slide in the grooves there. I mean, these are basically meant for tiles, tile features. But I'm going to use these, they'll do. And I'll face off the front because they're sort of like plastic. I will sort of like cosmetically face off the fronts. I've seen some moulding wood at Rabang's yard there that'll look nice. So I'll finish I'll do some edges strips going round to cover this. Mind you, they're black. The handles are black actually. So we'll see. We'll see when I put them on there. We'll see when they're on. But hopefully these will work, because I just cannot find sliding door runners anywhere in the Philippines. Musketeers, we've got these two doors on. The right hand door will be slightly smaller when you cut it than the left hand door, because you want to try and make them look the same size. So this mark here should be halfway between the two doors, so that should be central. When you open the door, you've got full access to this cupboard. When you open this door, you've got full access to that cupboard. When you close them, they both look like the same size. So pretty much that's, I'm going to do this one tomorrow because it's getting dark now. And I've cut my thumb and I want a cup of coffee and I'm knackered. The dog's asleep, thank the Lord. So it's fairly straightforward. Make sure you get your framework square, level on the top, level on the bottom, and square. If you don't, when you close these doors here, if these doors are square, they'll be squiffy. Same with this side. So what I normally do is do a dry run, a dry fix. And then once the doors are in and they're square, I then set about fixing the sides and these uprights, the top rail and the bottom rail. Generally you can, save drilling through your tiles, you can just silicone down, put silicone down in the front. The reason you do that is because when you get water flicking over the side and it gets onto the timber will rot. So treat the timber, i.e. paint it with waterproof paint, and that's pretty much cupboards fitted. But as I say, I'll do these ones tomorrow, but as it stands at the moment I'm quite happy with that finish. Now the lumber, 2x2, a sheet of ply, these runners, which again are supposed to be for tiles, I think we paid less than 2,000 pesos, including the handles and my time. So you don't have to spend a lot of money when you're making something quite simple but quite effective. That's going to do the job. When they're painted and they're faced off, I should think they probably come to around about 3,000 pesos completely and fitted. Now I don't know what they charge here to do something like this. It'd be interesting to know, but it's pretty straightforward. It's quite easy to do, as long as, I'll say again, these uprights, the top and the bottom rails are dead square in the corners, level through the top, level through the bottom. Otherwise you'll find it difficult to get a smooth sliding action. Okay, that's my day's work today. I think I deserve a cup of coffee, followed closely by a red horse maybe. Okay, so once you've got your doors cut to size, double check to make sure they fit and slide okay. If you're going to decorate the doors, the first thing you need to do is to prime the wood, is to give them a good coating of primer. Now, a word of warning, I suggest when you're priming the doors, do it outside or do it where there's ventilation, do it where there's an airflow, because it's quite toxic. It's very smelly and it gets in your eyes and in your lungs, so just be careful when you're using this. But the first thing you need to do, as I said, is get the doors primed. Use a quick dry primer, and what that does is it seals the wood, it seals the timber. Okay? Okay, so the doors have been primed with a white primer. As I've been reliably informed, I'm no painter and decorator, but two people in the family, Ian's family, are professional decorators. Now, they've told me or directed me what to do here, so they said prime the door first, which I did, and it dried, and then apply, this is called Elastilux glazing putty, using these blades. So you literally cover the surface, cover the surface with the putty, and I'm assuming that helps seal the wood in and gives it a smooth surface before you paint. Now you've got to wait at least half an hour. I would wait longer than that, an hour maybe. This is quick drying before you rub it down, get it to a nice glossy finish, and then you can put your paint on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4 doors have been done that way. As I said, I'm not a painter and decorator, so some of you might come on, make a comment if you think it's right, or give me some advice if you think it's not, but the people I got the advice from do this for a living. They're painter and decorators, and they've told me exactly what to do. Prime, rub the door down, prime it, use this glazing putty. Once the primer's dried, use the primer must go on first, use this glazing putty and spread it all over the top of your finished surface, let it dry. They say half an hour to an hour drying time. Maybe I'll give it a bit longer than that. And then you rub it down to a nice smooth finish, and then you apply your top coat of paint, which we are going to use quick drying enamel white. So we're going to mix into this white black, what is it?
Oil tinting.
Black oil tinting to make our desired grey colour for the doors. I'll do a test piece and then I'll make sure we've got the colour correct when I've mixed it, and then we can paint the doors. But I think I'll wait for a little while before I do that, because obviously I've got to let this dry and then rub it down.
Rub it with number 120.
Oh yeah, rub it down with 110?
120.
120 sandpaper, which we have some in the Kubo somewhere. If not, I'll go and buy some. So pretty much that's it. Doors were cut square, everything fits. I've painted the frame, and now I'm just waiting for this to dry, and then we'll see the final result and see what you think. Okay? So there you have it, folks. Doors painted, frame painted, looks beautiful, and all for around about, as I said, 3,000 pesos all in. They just do the job, they look lovely. Nice action there. The drawer section, I will do another video of the making of the drawers and putting them in. But for now, what the dog's having one. For now, they look the part, and as I say, very inexpensive, quite easy to do. Don't need to go out and buy all these flashy cabinets and blah blah from Shopee or whatever. Make them yourself, and then stand back and try and say, I made them. So that's all for now. By the way, the paint is enamel, well, it's quick drying it says, but it takes about 5 hours to dry. Tapping, I would give it overnight, between 2 coats. And we mixed the colours, we mixed with a brown and a black additive
black.
paint. It was what, darling?
Lamp black.
Lamp black and brown oil-based
Oil tinting.
oil tinting paint. So we mix that in the white until we achieve those colours. And I think the colours are nice. They sort of pick up the tiles here, and also they pick up the ref and sort of pick up the furniture, but I won't show you that. But there you go. That's how easy they are to make. So, happy building everybody. See you next time when we make these drawers. Thank you for watching.